Hi everybody, I'm Mike and this is Mountain Blade. We are going to go and start a new game. Welcome to Adventure to Mountain Blade. Before you can start playing the game, you must create a character. To begin, select your character's gender. I'm going to be male. You were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was a veteran warrior. As a child, your family scrabbled out of your living from your father's wages as a guardsman to the local lord, but it was not an easy existence, and you were too poor to get much of an education. You learned mainly how to defend yourself in the streets with or without a weapon in hand. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as a page at a nobleman's court. As a boy growing out of childhood, you were sent to live in the court of one of the nobles of the land. There, your first lessons were in humility as you waited upon the lords and ladies of the household. But from their chess games, their gossip, even the poetry of great deeds and courtly love, you began to learn about the adult world of conflict and competition. You also learned from the rough games of the other children who battered at each other with sticks in imitation of their elders' swords. And then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became a university student. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. You found yourself as a student in the university of one of the great cities where you studied theology, philosophy, and medicine. But not all your lessons were learned in the lecture halls. You may or may not have joined in with your fellows as they roamed the alleys in search of wine, women, and a good fight. However, you certainly were able to observe how a broken jaw is set, or how an angry townsman can be persuaded to set down his club and accept cash compensation for the destruction of his shop. But soon everything changed, and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was personal revenge. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. Still, it was not an easy choice to leave. With the rage burning brightly in your heart, you want vengeance. You want justice. What was done to you cannot be undone, and these debts can only be paid in blood. So we're going to become an adventurer and ride to Calradia. You're going to allow me to quit without saving because stuff. We are going to up our stats a little bit. I'm going to up intelligence like that. Okay, so we're going to enter our name. And my name is Michael. And we're going to be Michael Vagabond. And I'm going to take a couple of levels in Iron Flesh. That essentially just gives you 2 hit points of per level that you've got in it. What else am I going to take? I'm going to take another point in writing. That's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to take a point in trade, a point in prisoner management. Trade just gives you 5% reduction in your trade penalty. Prisoner management allows you 5 additional prisoners for every level that you take in it. Spotting gives you 10% per skill level to like 10% seeing range increase. Pathfinding makes you 3% faster. And trainer gives you, allows you to train. Gives you more experience points for your men when you train them at night. And now I'm going to train up archery. And throwing. Because I'm probably not going to be doing a whole heck of a lot of that just in my random runnings around. And I'm probably going to have to do that sometime in an arena. So we're going to adjust our character's face. We're just going to hit random a bunch of times until I find a guy that I think is cool looking. This guy looks like an alien. This guy looks... Oh, can't remember what the wrestler's name was. Most of these faces are just horrendous so far. I guess kind of... This guy looks intense. I want to be intense guy. Alright, you arrive at Calradia, land torn between rival kingdoms battling each other for supremacy, a haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, or glory. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, will you leave your past behind and start a new life. Now, on a rise above a distant training field, you feel that you hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventure awaits you. Yes, sure. Oh, okay. I will give you guys a bit of a rundown. There are 5 kingdoms, I believe. These are the Vigors. These are the Swadians. I was like, is it Swabians? Because there are actually, like, Swabians, or were Swabians. These are the Nords. They're kind of like Vikings. These are the Rodoks, and this is the Khajiit Khanate, and these people are kind of like Huns. They are very skilled in, like, horseback archery. So, you start off the game as kind of just like a knight errant, really, and you can kind of do what you want, and eventually, as you get some renown, or you do some, well, you get renown and you do tasks for various lords, eventually you'll get an invitation to join one of these kingdoms, and then you will probably join one of them. I'll probably join one of them, or you can, I mean, I think you can remain as an independent and just storm one of these castles and take it for yourself. But anyway, enough of that. Let's go and see if we can find ourselves some trouble. Yes, I know how to move. I'm going to go to Hanun. In a previous game, this was actually the city that I was given. So I'm going to recruit some volunteers, and I'm going to have to pay them a wage. Not only do I have to give them money up front, but I'm going to have to pay them a wage. Buy supplies from the peasants. Yes, I know how to use the trade screen, but thanks. I'm not going to buy anything from these guys. We're going to leave. Kind of hoping that I would find somebody to fight right off the hop.
What's this then, eh?
This a robbery, eh? I've given you one chance to hand over everything you got, or me and me mates will kill you, understand? I'm not afraid of you lot. Fight me if you dare. Alright, so I'm going to charge these guys, because it's 7-on-3. This is a fairish fight. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to tell my infantry guys to just fall back. And then stand closer. And stand your ground. And I am going to go and see what I can see. I'm going to go scout out ahead. Oh, okay. Oops. Throw a rock at me, eh? Well, I'm betting this is probably gonna hurt more. Looters are generally pretty easy to fight. Their ranged weapon is a rock. Their equipment's generally kind of... Ow. See, I just killed that one guy. So I'm gonna come down here. Because there's no point in me fighting these guys on the hill. And I'm gonna lead them away from my infantry, because I don't want those infantry guys to die. I don't want them to be in any sort of combat period. There you go. And who knows, I may be able to inflict sufficient damage on them with even just my ranged weapon here. These guys are jerks, though. Oh, I missed. Well, I am being damaged, but yeah, it could be worse. Whoa, hey now. That guy snuck up on me. He did, he did. So yeah, I mean, I could shoot these guys while riding. It's just a lot easier to shoot from this stable platform. It's not moving. I mean, they're only hucking rocks at me. I mean, eventually that's gonna be problematic, and, you know, death by 1,000 paper cuts is still death, but let's shoot. Yeah. I can probably just kill these guys with my crossbow. See, and that's part of the reason why I didn't improve my crossbow skill, because I knew that I was going to be using my crossbow, so it improves on its own through use. And there you go. Unfortunately for this guy, not much of a chance. Alright, there we go. Oh, that, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I heard a little, and I was like, what the heck was that? And that was my guys cheering over that hill. So we had no casualties. Ragged woolen cap. I'm going to take that because it's better than what I'm currently wearing. I'm going to take these because it's better than what I'm currently wearing. I'll keep my rusty sword thing, and all of this is stuff that I will use to sell. Alright! So that is basically going to be it for this episode. If you liked it, feel free to go ahead and leave a good old thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you feel like that's something that you want to do, that button is down there as well. If you have any positive or negative feedback, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. If you'd like to join me on Facebook, Twitter, or Steam, you can do that by clicking on one of the links in the description down below, and it'll bring you right to where you need to go. But I've been Mike, and you've been you, and this has been Mountain Blade. Thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye!